What have I done? That's it, we're off.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, so to fill the tank, if you want to fill the tank, pointing downwards, there's a fill tank button up there, look.
Yeah.
You see that on the control panel?
I've got that.
So all you do is just press that. Obviously, the water, your pump from outside has got to be connected to the top inlet that says direct to tank.
Okay.
So, on-off button is this one here. So to protect your battery, you can switch that, shut that off, and it shuts all the 12-volt systems off.
Right.
Reverse polarity, that's just a light. If you go on the continent and plug your electrics in there, they tend to wire things slightly different than us. If that light, obviously, if you plug your electrics in, come and have a look. If that light's on, it is the other way round. Okay. So you'll need an adapter to be able to use their electrics.
Right.
So I've never been on the continent myself, but some of the customers I've been talking to said that there's quite a few sites now that are the same as us.
Right.
But until you get there, you don't know, and
So
it's just safer to have a look at that.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
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 Oh, it's getting warm in here.
Turn it down if it's too hot.
I'm going to say I've got the fan running as well, but obviously I left that one going. Okay, so to operate it,
Temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll just bring it back above that again.
And where does it measure that?
I think the thermostat's just under here.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay.
fine.
So you got the circulation pump going. Okay, so like in the summer, what you could do, obviously, hopefully it's warm in the summer.
Yeah.
Just bring it down to say 15 degrees ish, perhaps. So it'll in the summer, obviously at night it tends to cool down a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously it'll cut
just
in
Yeah.
Just a
just to
little
keep
bit.
it warm.
Yeah.
If you need to. Obviously, if it's too warm, you just reduce the temperature on it. The next one is your water heating. Okay.
Right.
That is water heating on. So don't ask me why it's got half a triangle coloured in.
No.
Because it's like, it doesn't make sense, but that's what it is. So the water heating, it's on there. If I press that one, the triangle colouring in is not half coloured in anymore.
Right.
Plus that plus is gone blue. So if it's on green, it's operating.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's also a boost function. So you press it again, and your triangle is now fully coloured in.
Yeah.
It's then concentrating all the heating now on the hot water. So if you want an extra boost of hot water, especially if you want for the shower, you want that bit of extra hot water.
Yes.
That's probably a reason to use
To
that
do
if
it.
you want to. It
Yeah.
runs for
Right.
30 minutes, then it'll
Right.
shut itself off.
Right.
It's obviously still on at the moment. If you look there now, your circulation pump's gone off.
Yep.
So what it is doing is shutting your heating down and concentrating all the heating on the hot water for the time being. Then
Right.
it will allow the heating to come back on again
Yeah.
once that switches itself off, or you switch it off. Okay? So that's water heating to
Right.
the normal setting.
Right. Okay.
The next one is kilowatts. Is
Okay.
actually using it on electric.
Right.
Okay. So you've got the option of either off, 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt, or 3 kilowatt.
Right.
Okay. So obviously like 3 bar.
And that's the consumption, is it? That,
Yeah. Well, that's your wattage. So that's how
for the
you
heat.
get the energy. Yeah, on electric.
Right.
Okay. The next one is gas. Gas off. Gas on. It will let you know if the
Right.
gas hasn't fired up. Gas failure.
Right.
If you've run out of gas or you haven't turned
Yeah.
the gas on. Okay. It's always probably preferable to operate on both.
Right.
Okay, what it will do is obviously it'll get it up to the temperature it requires, or you require it to be at. Then what it'll do is shut the gas off.
Right.
So it'll then just tick over on your electric, unless the temperature really drops, like someone leaving the door open
Yes. Yeah.
and the cold blast air comes in. Then if it needs to get the temperature up again, the gas will
do
kick
that.
in and
Right.
give that boost. Okay, electric on its own, obviously a low watt electric obviously won't really give you that much heat, especially in the
No,
winter.
no.
You're probably all right in the summer. But in the winter, you might just want that extra boost of the gas as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, most people do tend to run on when they go on site. They obviously pay for the pitch. You get the electric free with it, don't you?
Yeah,
You don't really get the
normally,
gas,
yeah.
but
Well,
obviously there's that option.
Yeah.
If you all right, if you plug into the site then, and let's say it's a bit chilly,
Yeah.
and that is set to 3 kilowatt.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I just? Am I still recording with the
Yes.
red?
Yes. If it says record in the top left,
Oh, it's
Recording,
recording.
yeah.
Well, I've recorded a whole load of.
let's go through it briefly because
Right.
obviously it is in your book.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'll just show you what all the different icons are meaning. You've got a clock. To set your clock is the first one.
Yeah.
If you want to use any of the timers, obviously you need to set your clock.
Okay.
Next one, a little moon there. It's a nighttime setting, so you can set your temperature to be slightly reduced if you wanted to at night
Right.
on a timer. You've got a daytime timer, so you can run a timer for 7 days in the week.
Right.
This one here is a 24-hour timer, so if you've got something like on a seasonal pitch,
Right.
like you think, right, I'm coming to the site on Friday, I'll set it on a timer to come on at say 5 o'clock on a Friday night.
Right.
It will run for 24 hours unless you stop it, and then it'll switch itself off.
Right, okay.
Then after 7 days, if you haven't switched it off, it'll come back on it. Yours on this one is you can prioritise either gas or electric. So if you're on site or on site, okay. So if your main screen, obviously say that's showing say 30 degrees, and obviously it's a lot colder in here, the heating's not going to come on because it thinks it's already at that temperature.
Yeah.
So with that calibration button, you can actually reduce the temperature as it's set actually on the screen. So you just touch it and it switches it on and off. Okay, you see a little van there, it's got an arrow pointing out, so that means it's extracting out.
Yeah.
Okay, press it. If you just want to speed it up,
Right.
obviously keep pressing it. To slow it back down again, press the opposite one, and that slows it down. Okay? And it also will pull air either in or out.
Right.
Okay, that's just obviously turn it around the other way now. So you can speed it up that way, bring air in, opposite button, slows it back down again. Okay, you have got the external vent is operated by using that, by just turning that.
Right.
Obviously be very careful, make sure that it's down before you travel, because obviously
Yes.
that's one thing you can't see through the... Right, on-off button is there, just press and hold it, switch it on or off. Run on 240 at the moment. If you want it to run it on gas, just press the button, it will fire up on gas on its own.
Right.
Okay, you can hear it clicking,
Yeah.
that's it fired up. If it fails on gas, I'll just show you what it is, what the failure is by doing the battery one. Obviously it's failure on battery because the car's not connected
Right.
and the engine's not running.
Right.
Okay, it's not your leisure battery, it's your vehicle electrics that's powering your fridge.
Right.
If that happens on gas or even on electric, but on the gas it hasn't lit. Okay?
Okay.
If it hasn't lit, obviously just check the reasons. Could be you haven't turned the gas on, we've got no gas,
Yeah.
or there may be
No.
air in the system. If you're the kind of people who tend to use it on electric, you need to fire it up every now and again
Just to get
just to make sure it's running. Yeah.
Yes.
It will take might take a couple of attempts to relight it again if you haven't used it for a while. To relight it, all you do is just press the hazard button and that'll reattempt to light it.
Right. Okay.
Okay. I'll just put it back. Just put it on electric.
Will
To your last one. Individual appliance gas taps on that wall there. See, there's an info note down the bottom there.
Yeah.
They are colour coded. You don't need to switch any of them off. Okay, because if that comes out and drops onto here,
It'll
that
break
one's going
it.
to smash. That's going to smash. And it's going to be a bit expensive to start
Right.
replacing. I'll just leave that under the seat for the moment.
Right.
Okay, to start it, you've got a quick start button. So that runs up in minute increments and starts straight away. If you want to run it on a bit more accuracy, microwave button once does the energy, so 80%, 100%. Press it again, that does the seconds. Okay?
right.
And then you just hit the start button and off it goes. Okay? Obviously there are other auto menu and everything else in there. But
Right.
how it recognises how big a pasta or potato or pizza you'll be putting in, I don't know. But obviously it's in your book, it's in your booklet. But they make these things just that bit too complicated.
Yeah.
Don't they? But all you need to know is as long as you can get it started.
That's
and
it. Let's.
wait. Oh, you set the alarm off now.
No.
Oh,
Right.
okay, it's totally automatic, so you don't need to switch it on or off.
Right.
Obviously, as soon as it detects a drop in the battery level, it will start charging it. The light on the left, see the red one? That can be red or green. Red is giving its full amount of power to the battery off your solar panel, about 14.5 volts. Turns green, obviously the battery's at a better level and a charge level, and it's giving about 13 volts.
Right.
Okay. The one on the right flashing, that's flashing there to say it is charging. Okay, there are times when the lights will go out. Obviously one,
Right.
dark.
Yeah.
It's not going to be charging in the dark. Or if you've got a roof, obviously you've got a roof cover or caravan cover.
Right.
Obviously that's going to blank out, stop your solar panel working. Obviously if you leave it parked under a tree for too long, obviously not as going to be good if you've got green all over it. Also the lights will go off if it's fully charged. So if you've got your 240 connected as well, and you've obviously got the charger there, that's powering up your battery anyway. Or it's fully discharged. So if the battery's fully discharged, that's giving it the full amount of energy it can. So what it does, it actually switches the lights off.
Right.
How much energy them two little lights save, I don't know, but it's just switching them off just to save that little bit of extra energy. Once you've got your towel rail, I'm going to put your hand on that, but it's quite warm as
No,
well.
because you're.
It's like, obviously it gets nice and warm. We have got a little bleed there, look. So it's
Right.
very
Yeah.
similar domestic radiator.
Yeah.
Same.
It's cold at the top. What you've got to be careful, obviously, it's got antifreeze in there. So we've got a mixture of antifreeze, so don't you know, always have a cloth or something handy if you are going to do that.
So you don't
You don't want antifreeze all over your wall, all up your nose and your wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so just be